it good. Dorian Lyles has just won it for the Blackman Blaze. 45-43 overtime. The Blaze are region champs. Unbelievable. What a finish. Well, I'll tell you what, whoever plays either of these teams, the way they're playing right now is going to have their hands full. And I mean full. The most exciting game we've seen all year. And maybe, just maybe, in a little bit. 45-43 the final score. We're going to take a timeout. Come back. It's your Prentice Allsup Heating and Air postgame show. That's next. Hear from Siegel for one final time. State Farm Prep Sports.
It's Brian, and as a customer of First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, let me tell you how they can show up for you. Whether I need help navigating a financial decision or just a question, I know I can pick up the phone and talk to someone who's right here in our community. In a world that's becoming more impersonal every day, it's good to know that First National Bank of Middle Tennessee is always there with real people who care.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. We show up for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 401715.
Pizza.
Murfreesboro's favorite pizza is now hiring at all 3 local locations. That's right. We want you to join the Sir Pizza team. Stop in at our East Main, Veterans Parkway, or Memorial Boulevard locations and let us know how you'd like to join the Sir Pizza family. Also, we've made it even easier to order for carryout or delivery. Just head on over to sirpizzatn.com.
Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home has served Murfreesboro families with compassion and care since 1880. As a family-owned funeral home, we're committed to honoring every life with dignity through traditional services, cremation options, and pre-planning that gives you peace of mind. For over 140 years, we've been here when it matters most. Visit JenningsandAyers.com. Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home, honoring life and comforting families since 1880.
Roscoe Brown is this area's leading provider of home indoor air quality products and services. Back in 1940, Roscoe Brown started this family business with a goal of treating customers like family. Over 80 years later, that commitment continues. If you're new to town, ask Roscoe Brown to do a checkup on your HVAC and plumbing systems. It'll make a difference. Call Roscoe Brown and schedule a checkup today.
Roscoe Brown. RoscoeBrown.com.
This is a paid legal ad.
At the law offices of John Day, we take only real cases that make a real difference.
The law offices of John Day took the burden really off of my shoulders.
So if you think you're going to get rich quick with a frivolous case, I'm not the lawyer for you.
I want you to know that I appreciate everything you have done so much. I know you went over and beyond.
If we're not able to help or aren't the right lawyer for you, we'll do the best to point you in the right direction. If you've been injured, call the law offices of John Day for a free consultation.
With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. Give me a call at 615-873-1700 and let me show you. With discounts up to 40%, you may find it even costs less.
What's your next dream? Paying off your credit card? Remodeling your kitchen? Whatever your dreams, they take some planning. I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams. Let's work together to come up with a plan to make those savings goals happen. Call me at 615-459-2683.
When we started our flagship restaurant on Broad Street, who would have known we'd have grown and touched each 4 corners of Rutherford County? Now we have locations in South Murfreesboro, Smyrna, West Murfreesboro, and the original on 860 Northwest Broad Street.
Swing by one of our 4 locations after a game for some good food and fun.
Thank you, Murfreesboro, Smyrna, and Rutherford County.
Thank you to our patrons and customers.
Thank you.
Good food and fun.
At Wilson Bank and Trust, we believe you shouldn't have to choose between personal service and digital solutions. This is Andy Jakes with Wilson Bank and Trust. As your local independent bank, we're proud to offer the relationships and trusted service you expect, along with the tools and technology that keep you moving forward.
Wilson Bike and Trust, here to get you there.
Whether you're a growing business, buying a home, or planning for the future, we're here to help. Because this isn't just
every season. Wrap up tonight's act.
To the Blackman Blaze.
Kept expecting just that one shot that somebody didn't make and one shot that did. And the Dorian Lyles at the right place at the right time and put it in on the rebound, and that's all she wrote.
What was weird about that is McDonald missed the shot. They go up again, and then who's over there on the other side? That sneaky Dorian Lyles.
Somebody didn't block out, I guess, but that's part of the game, and it just takes anything. Malik Sanders had a great night, missed a shot from three, which he, we're asking a lot of a sophomore to hit a big clutch basket. But he's been doing it, so it just worked the other way for Blackman. Congratulations to Barry Workman and the Blaze. And Oakland Patriots and Tony Rutland. What a year they've had, too.
Time to talk about our SRM Concrete players of the game. John Malik Sanders with 14 points for Oakland tonight. And no doubt, Jalen McDonald for the Blackman Blaze, 21.
Yeah, I mean, he was just in that fourth quarter and the comeback. And in overtime, he was just pretty much unstoppable. And I'll give a little kudos to Josh Wiley, who really brought that comeback for Oakland. He got 9 of his points right there in that little span of time. Speaking of, here's collecting his trophy.
Yeah, this is the all-tournament team. And we're going to get to all the accolades coming up here in just a second. But that's your SRM Concrete Solid Performers, locally grown, nationally known SRM Concrete. I can tell you that the Eagleville Eagles are region champions by defeating Richland 53-34 tonight. So that final is in as well. So congratulations to Eagleville on their region championship. And they will host on Monday, along with Blackman hosting on Monday. Oakland will go on the road on Monday. And I've got papers strung out all across this table. I have no idea. And I don't see any finals. But they're introducing the MVP. I'm going to leave you in suspense here for a second. Craig's Tax Service keys to the game. Was it that guy who just walked out on the floor?
Yeah, I mean, they set it up. Oakland wasn't giving them anything outside, really. And when the last shot was taken, who took that shot? Flowers? And then McDonald had a ball, and then they didn't get it in, and Dorian hit it in at the last. And a little tip of the cap to Dorian Lyles was he struggled a little bit this year. I don't think that's any question. But boy, this last 4 to 5, 6 games, he's come to play.
Well, he certainly has had a great tournament.
There were so many different aspects, keys to the game, that it's kind of hard. Oakland had a great surge at the end of the third quarter, had a lead, had a 5-point lead. Blackman had an 11-point lead at half. I mean, it was that kind of game. It's exactly what we said was going to, or maybe I should say I said.
Well, you did.
I mean, I'm pretty much a basketball genius, evidently. But they did exactly what I said they were going to do.
Really, both of these teams, we talked about how hot Oakland has been, but Blackman's been pretty hot, too.
Yeah.
And, John, they had to win the quarterfinal game on a last-second shot to beat Siegel to even get to the semifinals to even get here.
We knew it was going to be low scoring, and it was. We knew it was going to be a defensive battle. It was. The only thing I expected that didn't happen was we didn't have anybody foul out, and I thought that might happen tonight, but they didn't.
Craig's Tax Service, it's that time of the year, and tax laws can be confusing, so get help with your taxes at Craig's Tax Service. They specialize in personal and business tax preparation, financials, and bookkeeping services. Call them at 890-2233. If you missed part of the game, you can check the podcast at wgnssports.com. Tap on that Sir Pizza podcast button to download or listen back to the game. And don't forget, you can order your favorite pizza online now at sirpizzatn.com for carryout or delivery of Murfreesboro's favorite pizza at Sir Pizza. John, can you do our stats here real quick?
Here's the scoring for Blackman. Braden Flowers wound up with 6 points, 2 threes. Keller Jackson with 2. Jalen McDonald with 21. And most of that damage done in the second half. Dorian Lyles with 7.
Avant had 9 points. He had 3 threes on the night. For Oakland, they were led by Malik Sanders with 14. Josh Wiley had 9. Vanderbilt chipped in with 3. Eli Bell had 7. Bass had 5. And Josiah Cobb had 5 points. All of his points coming in the second half as well. Team stats. Blackman, 24 rebounds to Oakland's 12. That was a big stat that we overlooked a little bit, but they doubled rebounding on Oakland, 24 to 12. Blackman shot a very good 49% from the field, 17 of 35 and 6 first bank threes. 14 of 32 for Oakland, 44%. They had 6 threes. Oakland 6 of 12 from the free throw line for 50%. Blackman 6 of 9 for 67%. And really, neither one of them got to the line that much, and I thought that would be a part of the game as well. But it didn't factor in as much as we thought it would. Blackman had 6 turnovers. Oakland had 4. It was tied in regulation at 38. Well, let me go with the first quarter, tied at 9. 23 to 12, beaten by 11 at half. Then Oakland came back and cut it to 1, 30-29 at the end of the third quarter. In fact, they even led in the fourth quarter. And 38-38 was our score and in regulation. And then Blackman comes in after the first overtime and wins it 45-43.
All right, stats.
That's it. That's everything.
Fans Heating and Air, JHA Company, and winners' trophies. Now from Rutherford County Schools, let's highlight tonight some athletes who have made a difference on the all-region team. But first, how about the all-region tournament team? And the all-region tournament team from Blackman, Dorian Lyles. He had a great tournament.
Yes, he did.
Blackman, Braden Flowers. From Oakland, Josh Wiley and Malik Sanders. From Stewart's Creek, Sean Goggins. And the tournament MVP, you want to venture a guess? No, they got plaques for them. That's probably they're announcing where they are now is for the first team all region. So we're going to start with the honorable mentions for all region from Blackman, Mike Bass, Dorian Lyles, Caden Avent, and Keller Jackson. So Blackman had on the honorable mention list 3 of their starters and their 6th man. Tarski Jones from Laverne, from Oakland, Kamani Bass. From Rockvale, Kaysen Osenleye. From Siegel, Damon Goring. And from Smyrna, Sakori Weathers. Now the third team, all region. From Blackman, Braden Flowers. From Oakland, Josh Wiley. From Riverdale, Braylon Burns. From Rockvale, Caleb Lewis. And from Siegel, R.J. Biggers. That's your third team, all region. Second team all region from Riverdale, Wayman West. Rockvale, Elijah France. From Siegel, Cale Martin and Omar Conte. And from Stewart's Creek, Landon Nelson. Now for your first team all region from Blackman, Jalen McDonald. From Oakland, Malik Sanders. From Rockvale, Arden Lewis. From Smyrna, Caden Matthews. And from Stewart's Creek, Sean Goggins. And the region regular season MVP from Smyrna, Jan Kinzer. So there you go with all of the accolades that have been handed out here tonight. And the region tournament is now in the books. And with the region tournament in the books, John, we turn our attention to sectional play. That begins not tomorrow, but the day after on Saturday. And that will be at the higher seed. The Oakland girls will have to go on the road and take on, in girls play, they will play, the Stewart's Creek girls, got all mixed up here. The Stewart's Creek girls will travel to Page. Page won the tournament yesterday, or Wednesday. I'll get it right. So Stewart's Creek is at Page, and Blackman will host Nolensville. Saturday night, 7 o'clock, higher seed. Blackman will host Stewart's Creek on the road. we'll have the Blackman game for you on Saturday evening. Now for boys, we know that on Monday is when they'll play the sectional higher seed. So Blackman will host, Oakland will go on the road, and Eagleville will host. So if you win the sectional game, it's a win or go home situation. If you win the sectional game, you will move on and play in the state tournament. Girls state is next week, boys state the following. So that is the tournament schedule, and that's what we've got for you. It was a fun tournament. And we'll just kind of wrap up from here and say thanks to our friends here at Siegel for their outstanding work on putting on not only a district tournament but also the region tournament. Wonderful job by Siegel here in the last couple of weeks. Principal Stephen Wayne, Athletic Director Greg Wyatt, basketball coaches Brian Weekly and Matt Rigsby, and just everybody who made this thing go. That's going to do it here for us this evening. For John Dinkins, I'm Brian Barrett. Hope you enjoyed our coverage. We'll see you Saturday night, Blackman girls versus Nolensville on State Farm Prep Sports. So long until the next time we meet at the game.
Thanks for joining us for tonight's high school sports action on WGNS and Big G TV. Visit wgnssports.com later to download, watch, or listen to the full podcast of the game. And be sure to check the site for details for the next State Farm Prep Sports broadcast. The station manager of WGNS is Brian Barrett, primetime sports director John Dinkins, and the executive producer of Big G TV, Dalton Barrett. A big thank you to all the sponsors who made tonight's broadcast possible. This has been a primetime sports presentation on the Good Neighbor Network.
You with the ball. Valero out deep. She's going to work, and she's going to be fouled by Verhulst. On the drive, Verhulst picks up her third. Judith Valero, 73% free throw shooter out of Barcelona, Spain. She has 18, 14 coming in the second half. She came into this game averaging only 8 points a game. She is still down on the ground, now getting the lift. And she's pretty gimpy. And she's not going to give up the 2 free throw attempts. 73% free throw shooter. MTSU has outscored FIU 5-4 in this quarter, leading at 73-72, 52 seconds to play. But Valero at the free throw line to shoot 2. First free throw, big bandage on that left knee. Brace, no good. First one out. And now, you want a Frosty for 2 missed free throws? Blue Raider fans wanting the Frosty. Free throw. Need a good offensive possession to get a good shot. Try it again.